Let's talk about the 5 steps of note brokering, okay? Number 1, you need to build your dream network. Now, I can assure you that you're going to be seeing a lot more social media. You're going to be seeing a lot more TikTok and YouTube. If you guys do anything with social, if you're over 40, you're seeing the Facebook Shorts. I say over 40 because it seems like anybody over 40 does Facebook and anybody under 40 does everything else. Regardless, you're going to start seeing a lot of this type of marketing and advertising where people are offering yield through mortgage notes. So it's good you guys are here because you've got to understand what's happening and why it's happening. But building your dream networking is pretty simple. Simply start identifying companies, firms, institutions. A big one is family home offices. If you guys are not familiar with family home offices, you need to look that term up and become familiar with family home offices. It is essentially wealthy families who have made money either generationally or their new money, and they've established organizations, LLCs, corporations, where they have a team of professionals, CPA, analysts, project managers who just run the family's money. And this team of professionals' job is to get the family yield. Let me explain. Grandma and Grandpa were very successful. They retired, sold a business for $25 million. Everybody in the family wants a piece of the pie. But if they divvy it out, the family's going to go spend it. So instead, they set up a corporation, they hire a team of professionals, and they say, okay, team, you've got $25 million. We need you to produce a 10% annualized yield on the family money. 10% on $25 million is $2.5 million annually. Out of the $2.5 million, the professionals get paid, and what is left then gets distributed to the family. This is what's called a family home office. And they are looking for yield right now because the stock markets have been relatively flat. They're not seeing much there. They're very sensitive in going into startups, especially tech, which has been destroyed. And so they're really now kind of sitting on, where do we put our money? Now, I can tell you as an organization, we deal with family home offices, and we will be at a large family home office convention this week, as should you be. So again, building your dream network, anybody with money, that's your network, okay? Now, we've identified the capital. Remember, I want to be your capital provider for all of these deals as long as you find me the deals that I want. Then we're going to go out and start unearthing these hidden gems. This means you guys are going to explore various sources for real estate notes. This would be existing paper. It could include banks, but I'll tell you, buying paper from banks in a one-off scenario isn't easy and it's not really worth the effort. But private sellers all over the place. Those of you that have Dealio, you can right now go into Dealio and you can just pull a list of every private lender in your market. You can just click on private lenders and you can call them up and say, hey, you got any notes I can buy? Pretty simple. There's also online marketplaces. If you go to FCI, if you go to Noteworthy News, if you go to the Note Exchange, PaperStack, these are all paper trading websites. Secured Investment Corp, you can go to our website as an organization. Just click on investment opportunities and click on notes. You guys can, we got tens of millions of dollars worth of notes for sale. Right now you could buy them, you could broker them, you could trade them. Opportunities are unlimited, okay? But you got to know what the gems are. Because your next step is to then negotiate to secure favorable deals and terms, and then conduct thorough due diligence to assess the quality as well as the reliability of the notes, okay? Now, I'm blacking out your screen here. Okay, so you are not experiencing technical difficulties. I've blacked out the screen because I need you to hear what I'm about to tell you. Please write this down. In market volatility or in market cycles where there's extreme volatility, investors are very leery about putting new money into something or someone that they don't know, don't have a history with, and they become less concerned with return on investment and more concerned with return of investment. So you have to clearly communicate what is the exit strategy in the event that the investor wants to buy this note. Now, again, I'm going to show you guys some examples here in just a moment where investors have done themselves an extreme disservice in how they structured the deals. If they would have talked to me or one of you trained by me, they could have written paper that was sellable. But because they didn't seek out expert advice from you or me, they wrote garbage paper that's not worth the paper it's written on, literally. So we'll show you some of these examples and what they did wrong, okay? So you guys will know what to do right. Step number 3, value and assess like a pro. You guys need to learn the methods of valuing real estate notes, such as assessing the property's condition, borrower's creditworthiness, determining the appropriate pricing strategy to maximize return, and then evaluating risk factors, including interest rates, market conditions. And then we sizzle it and close. Now by sizzle, I mean develop a compelling pitch to attract potential buyers. If you guys are working with a platform such as mine, you don't need to worry about the sizzle. I will help you structure a loan in such a way that it will sell itself and investors will be beating down your door because you will have paper that you can get investors legitimate returns of 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 18% yields on money. But again, you've got to do it the way I'm going to teach you. Utilize various marketing tools, platforms effectively, including digital marketing and networking events, ensuring a smooth transaction process from due diligence to closing, maintaining post-sale follow-up to ensure customer satisfaction and foster repeat business. Now, if you guys are going to be anywhere in the Dallas area in November, I will be there speaking at an event called Note Expo, okay? You guys can Google it. It's put on by a friend of mine named Eddie Speed. And there's going to be some of the largest note buyers in the country there, most of the largest note servicers in the country there, including our servicing company. I'll be speaking there about underwriting criteria and how to underwrite a note that investors want to buy. So if you guys like this topic and you're going to be in Dallas in November, come see me. I'd love to meet you there. Note Expo is what it's called. I don't get a dime for endorsing it. I just think it's a great conference. As a company, we've been going there for over 10 years, and it's put on by a friend of mine. So you'll be treated very well. Step 5, educate and rise. Discover a treasure trove of knowledge with our recommended resources. Immerse yourself in courses, workshops, materials designed to empower you and fuel your curiosity and stay ahead of the game with top-notch learning materials. Now,